All right, so welcome everybody to our April team meeting. It's kind of hard to believe that it's already April. This year seems to be like flying by. Last year felt like it went by fast. This year feels like it's twice as fast. I don't know why. So like I was saying, Beth is, I met her at a party Saturday night. I can't keep my day straight either. It was her first time ever at a Pampered Chef party, which was super exciting because you guys know we love to meet new people that have never been to a Pampered Chef party. And she owned no Pampered Chef either. So that was even more fun. So she has this big, huge wish list. And I told her, you know, one of the best ways to get that wish list is by, you know, becoming a consultant, because look at the amazing consultant kits. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys and get these notes up and running. And you guys know how this works. My house, there's always, my munchkins are running around, so background noise is probably to be expected, especially at the WOLFPACK household. So if you can bear with mine, I can bear with yours. How about that? Just how we roll. All right, can everybody see my screen okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Let's start on the first slide. How about that? Not the last. That'd be a really quick team meeting. What do you think? Okay. So let's talk for a second. I wanted to kind of give you guys a moment to kind of congratulate yourself on some of your accomplishments that you may have had. Doesn't have to be recent. It could have been something in the past year. But I want you guys to think back over your Pampered Chef career so far. And I want you guys to identify a time or a moment when everything was operating in high gear, okay? Meaning that your business was right where you wanted it to be or close to being there. Or maybe you just had that awesome, you know, first rocket show that as a Pampered Chef consultant. Maybe it was your first ever $1,000 show. Maybe it was, I don't know, somebody referred you off to a friend and that contact went well. Maybe it was the first time you tried a recipe out and it wasn't a total disaster, okay? So what does that moment look like? What is that one thing that you think back on your career with Pampered Chef that just stands out for you? So I want to give you guys a chance to share that real quick. I'm going to start with Ray because you're the first one on my screen. So what's that one memory that pops out at you and that just gives you the warm fuzzies when you think about your business?
The last month I did my first fundraiser and it was $1388.62.
Woo! That is awesome. So was it a cooking show, Ray, or was it a virtual party?
It was all virtual.
All virtual. Awesome. Awesome, awesome.
And I got 2 bookings. I got two bookings from that.
That's the way to jumpstart yourself, right? Because, you know, think about it. We talked a couple weeks ago when we did one of the pop-up trainings on fundraising about how a fundraiser is a huge potential network of new business for your business, right? Because typically people are more willing with a fundraiser to invite a lot of people that they typically wouldn't because they want all those extra contacts to be involved with that party. So the 2 bookings is a bonus. You know, you had a phenomenal show. You helped an organization. They're going to remember that. They're going to remember you, and they're going to remember the experience of that party, especially when they find out what the donation looks like, right? So congratulations on that, Miss Ray. All right, Miss Angie, what's that warm, fuzzy feeling that you get from thinking back about something?
Well, for me, I guess it would also be my first show that was over $1,000. That was a pretty good feeling.
Absolutely. So why thinking about $1,000 show? What gives you that feeling? Like, is it the fact that your hosts earn so much in free, or?
Yeah, in that show, the host really was. They were on top of it, and every tip that I gave them, they did it. It just was so smooth. It was one of those that just everything just flowed.
Fell right into place, right?
Yep.
But you know what? I want you to stop and I want you to think about that. And I want you and Ray both to take a second to kind of pat yourselves on the back for that. because, you know, having $1,000 show is a big accomplishment, right? Not only for your bank account, but for you personally as a consultant, because it means you are very engaged with your host. So if you're not engaged with your host, they're not going to work for you, right? It's just not going to happen.
For the most part, there's still those that don't.
This is true. There's always going to be those that don't. You're absolutely right about that. But I'll tell you though, it goes back to that connection. I know we talk about the connection a lot, the connection that we have with people. And that's really what it boils down to. You know, people need to feel like you're their friend first, before they trust you.
Yeah.
And once they trust you, they're willing to put in the extra work for you. So, all right, Nikki, what is that one memory or one, you know, experience that you've had so far?
I could say, I'll say when I had my first, I had a $1,500 cooking show.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great feeling because the host didn't realize, she wasn't expecting that much. Like when she had the party, she was like, I don't know how many people gonna come, but when it turned out to be that much, and just seeing her get all her free products.
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. You're putting, you know, a $1,500 cooking show. I mean, that's, you know, a good $340 in free stuff into someone's kitchen. So, you know, they're always going to remember you every time they touch those products and that experience and how you made them feel. That's what they're going to remember. So awesome. Miss Tiffany, what's the warm fuzzy you have?
There we go. I would have to say probably three things. Having a bridal shower virtually, that was my first $1,000 show. Seeing the hosts get what they want with all the free money. And then the third would be when we had the double host rewards.
Mm-hmm.
How excited the hosts are once they pass the 650 mark.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're just like, you're their best friend at that point. When they know that you coach them to getting double the amount of free product, you are now their BFF for life, especially when they think of Pampered Chef.
Ooh, I have another one. When your past hosts contact you to have another party with them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Repeat business. Why do you think that they come back to you?
Because you did something right.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. All right. Brittany, hey, girl. Are you at a place where you can talk? Are you awake, Brittany? All right, we're going to go to Lakin. Lakin, when you think back to one memory with Pampered Chef that just gives you warm feelings, warm, fuzzy feelings, what's that memory? Like, was it your biggest show? Was it, you know, a contact that you made, your first recruit?
It's a couple of things. My first, obviously, is when I switched to YouTube. It was done a while ago. But besides that, when Brian was laid off a couple of years ago, whenever we first moved up to Evansburg, I was making $400 to $500 a month, and that really helped us. And then Malachi, I had Malachi and my momentum and everything. I lost it, but before that, I really loved that, you know, the aspect of being able to earn income.
Absolutely. Well, I know we are so excited that you decided to take the leap of faith and join our team. So I'm excited to see where you're headed, because you've had an amazing start to your business the last 90 days. So super excited to see where Miss Lakin takes herself in the next 90 days.
Yes.
All right, Brittany, are you good? Can you talk for a sec? I think she's just ignoring me. What do you guys think? Brittany? Can you hear me?
Yeah, but it's really loud.
You sound like a robot. Is everybody else hear her as a robot?
Yes.
I think she lost her signal. All right, we'll come back to you, Miss Brittany. Hey, there's some stranger that's just joining us. Hey, Miss Trudy.
Hi, Becky.
How are you? I'm so glad you were able to join us.
It took me a couple minutes to figure it out.
No, that's okay. I'm glad you were able to join us. Everybody, Trudy joined about a month ago. This is the first time you guys would have seen her beautiful face.
Oh, yeah, I look lovely today.
Oh, you're always lovely. Whatever. So if you guys can welcome Trudy. Her and her daughter Amanda had joined at the same time, which was pretty awesome. So Trudy, I know you haven't had a lot of experiences yet with your Pampered Chef business since you're brand new. But what is, so far, what's that one thing that made you smile or have warm, fuzzy feelings so far about Pampered Chef?
Oh, my.
Oh, my, she did.
Well, I like the products, so I'm excited to get new things and try new things. And can you see me?
I see you. Yep.
You can? Okay. Well, my screen has like a lot of stuff on it, so I was like making sure I'm in the right spot.
Yep, we see you just fine.
Okay. Well, I only see you. Is that right?
What's that?
Should I only see you?
You'll see other people as they talk. You'll see their face pop on.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Do we have anyone else that I've missed? Is anybody else on that I can't see or hear? Looks like somebody joined on phone. Is there somebody there on the phone? Okay. I'm moving on then. All right, so let's talk about some team updates. We have a lot of things that are getting ready to start happening with with the brand new catalog that just kicked off in March. We have brand new products that we're getting ready to launch here in May and in June. So we're going to spend some time talking about those here in a second. So I want you guys to know that me making the decision to do Zoom meetings for the next couple months or until I kind of reevaluate things is nothing personal, okay? I just want to make sure that we are getting the most people on and attendance for our meetings as possible. So most of you guys have seen on the page that I did decide to do Zoom-only meetings until I kind of reevaluate. And, there's a couple of reasons for that because, again, sometimes, and right now I find especially that everybody's schedules are full. And so maybe this is just the best option for you right now. And maybe that could change here in a couple months, that in the summer when things kind of slow down a little bit, maybe we'll have more people that can come and actually physically attend this meeting. Number two, that I will still be doing I want to do a recipe night, but I want to do it quarterly so that you are more than welcome to come to my house and learn some new recipes together here in my kitchen. So again, I'm going to be looking at my schedule in the next day or so, and I'll be posting a schedule for recipe nights. Conference. Oh my gosh, national conference. Registration open today, okay? So for those of you guys that are new to Pampered Chef, we have our national conference every year in Chicago, Illinois. It is this year from August 1st to it's actually the 2nd through the 4th, but we fly in on the 1st and come back on the 5th, okay? So we will be headed to Chicago in August. If you are looking for a mom vacation, this is the perfect opportunity to take a little break. To not only take a break, though, to really ramp up your business, because I will tell you my very first conference experience 6.5 years ago absolutely changed my business. It changed my thought and perspective of Pampered Chef when I got to see all of those people crossing that stage as, you know, the next level of leadership when I had not reached a level yet. It really made me aspire and want to be a director. And that next year I walked that stage, and I'm excited that this year Miss Nikki will be walking that stage, and hopefully we're going to have some other people that are going to be working their stuff in their little red dresses as they promote to a director. So the exciting thing is, though, if you're a brand new consultant, if you signed up as a consultant from July of 2017 until the previous, that your registration is only $99, which is super duper inexpensive. Mine is $225. So that means you get to save a lot of money for yourself, and it's totally worth the investment. Tiffany, last year was your first time ever going to conference. Do you want to share why they should go? She's got to find her unmute.
I know. Well, I'm also working on my taxes.
Oh, God.
I know. Oh, goodness. Well, besides being with our team, just meeting new people and seeing how they work their business, what they do, learning new skills, getting a different perspective from up leaders, and how they've gotten to where they are with what they've done, and knowing that not everything that you do is going to work for you, but at least you could try to do what they do. And if it doesn't work, then at least you tried it. But a lot of this stuff, I don't know, Nikki can probably vouch for this, but a lot of the stuff that we learn, you know, we put into use into our business. So
absolutely. I will tell you guys that Nikki and Tiffany are two that went with me last year. And I really, from watching these girls and watching their growth in the last year, I mean, one of them promoted to a director. Okay. So she actually gets to go to conference this year as a director. So for me, that speaks volumes about commitment, and just their level of really implementing what they learn. Right? So it's only as good, the knowledge that you learn, as what you use in this business or any kind of business. What are you laughing about?
I'm trying to shove my food in my mouth too.
Okay, I'm going to mute you. Look, we cut her off. We'll nip that in the bud. So anyway, it is really valuable, though. I know most people, and I'm just going to put myself out there. My first year when I was making the decision whether to commit and go to conference, I was really worried about how much it was going to cost me, right? Because that's normally, people think about that. Okay, it's going to be expensive. A couple of things about that. Number one, it's a tax write-off for your business, okay? Number two, your success in anything you do is always more valuable than any dollar, right? So personal satisfaction and personal success, I think, have to come before monetary stuff sometimes. And so I would ask you guys just to evaluate yourself and see where your commitment level's at. We do have a lot of ways that we're able to actually save money to go. I mean, think about it. You know, it's only April right now. We have all the way to August. So the very first thing that you have to pay for is the registration. You don't have to pay for any other expenses until you get there, other than airfare. We'd have to buy airfare. But up until that point, you're only invested in your airfare and then your conference registration. So you have a lot of time to actually save money. And then we also do have our raffle that we're doing every month to be able to help people that are going to go to national conference. That money that we raise through the raffle is going to get divided amongst everybody equally that goes and attends conference. So again, you know, that could be the difference between that. Right now, if it's only 3 of us going, 3 is all that's committed. That's going to almost pay for one night of our hotel while we're there. Okay. So there are definitely ways that you can save and, you know, commit to it.
Can I say something, Becky?
Absolutely, sister.
Or you can promote to director and go to conference for free, because once you promote, you get $250 PC bucks. So I'm actually going to conference for free. I just have to pay.
Even better. We like free. Free is always good. If it's free, it's me. That's what I say. All right, let's go back to screen share real quick. So that's just a little bit about conference though. So, you know, just as something to put it out there so you guys can start thinking about it. So I have another kind of slide here in a little while that gives more details. All right, so we have just launched a program to pump up your business with Senior Executive Director Claudia Bazar. I will tell you, in the 7 years that I've been with Pampered Chef, I've been super blessed to have amazing friends in this business. And Claudia Bazar is one that double promoted last year. She won the Founders Award last year. Me and her met on our very first trip to San Diego. That was all expenses paid from Pampered Chef. And you guys know that she's like my best friend in the Pampered Chef world. Her team has just, I mean, propelled itself. Like there's no other word. They're the fastest growing team in Pampered Chef. And she has decided to really take us under her wing and help us. So I have had 8 people from our team commit to join this program with her that kicks off on Thursday. So I want to congratulate Laura Williams, Laura Blackman, Lakin Zanin, Heather Beatty, Angelica Faircloth, Angie Keel Welsh, and Tiffany Staver, who all accepted the challenge and the invite from Claudia to join this program. So kudos to you guys, because I know each of you were probably very hesitant when I sent that message out to you to ask you if you wanted to participate. But it's time to start believing in yourselves, right? You gotta believe in yourself that you deserve this success, and then it's within your reach. All right, so let's talk about some sales from last month. So team sales last month, we did $13,444.33, which was actually down 14%. I don't want you guys to look or frown upon that because it actually was a company thing. There was a lot of teams that were down. So Brittany, did I have you on the slide? Oh, crud. I missed you. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to add your name on there. Oh, here, we'll do it right now. I can type and talk at the same time. Oh, if I can spell, that's the other question, though. So a lot of teams were down last month. So they're still figuring that, but I can tell you that we have momentum on our side because we started the year out, January and February both, with a bang. So right now, we're still up for the year as a team. So that's pretty awesome. So let's talk about our personal team sellers, okay? And let's do our recognition for the month. So our top 10 sellers of our WOLFPACK team, number 1 was Tiffany Staver with $3,354.16 in sales. Might I add that was all virtual, guys? I mean, I know I tell you guys this every month, but it just blows my mind. That one person, hey, who's writing on my screen? Somebody's playing tricks. That one person could do $3,300 from the power of Facebook. That's a pretty amazing thing. Number 2 is Kristen Kamenal with $1,858.35. Number 3 was Ray Adams with $1,388.62. Number 4 was Lakin Zanin with $1,260.46. Number 5 was Lori Long with $1,045.96. Number 6 was Angela Keel Welsh with $875.89. Number 7 was Nikki Bastian with $843.25. Number 8 was Amanda Winstead with $458.45. Number 9 was Mindy Malott with $404. And number 10 was Miss Trudy Engel with $391.35. So congratulations to all of you guys for being in our top 10 for sales last month. So last month, you guys had the chance to earn the Help With Cancer items that actually are available for purchase from our customers in the month of May. But Pampered Chef gave us them for free if we did $750 in sales. So you'll see this amazing long list of all of our team members that earned those products for free. So Tiffany Staver, Lakin Zanin, Angie Keel Welsh, Kristen Kamenal, Lori Long, Nikki Bastian, Ray Adams, Nikki Davis, and myself all earned those products for free. So kudos to you girls. All right, let's talk $1,000 shows. Miss Lakin strikes again. Lakin had a $1,260.46 cooking show. Whoop, whoop. Now, I'll tell you guys, I want to stop here for a second because this one excites me. So this was for Lakin's sister, right, Lakin? Is she still on? I think she is.
I am. I had to unmute myself.
Oh, you're fine. So this party was for Lakin's very uncooperative at first sister, right? It made me laugh the entire time because Lakin was getting so frustrated, but I'm so proud of you for persevering. I'm sure your sister was extremely excited when she got to make her wish list of products. And I'm sure by the end of it, she actually believed you knew what you were talking about, right?
Eventually, yeah. Took her a little while.
Oh my gosh. Sometimes I'll tell you guys, sometimes our family members are our hardest hosts to work with, period, end of story. Just, it's a fact, okay? The ones you think are going to support you sometimes are the ones that surprise you the most. So congratulations, though, for pushing through that, Lakin, because I know it was an obstacle there for a little while.
Yeah, for a long while.
All right, so who is already active this month? We have Laura Williams, Sabrina Muntz, Kristen Kamenow, Nikki Davis, and myself are already green by 15. And what does it mean to be green by 15? It means that these consultants have submitted $150 in sales already this month. And that means that they have a potential for 2 paychecks this month. So when you submit $150 in sales before the 15th, or excuse me, by the night of the 15th, you'll get your first paycheck on the 21st. And then that also gives you the opportunity to have, shows the second half of the month and earn a second paycheck. So congratulations to you guys on that. All right, so this is another one to brag about. Most shows held, okay? So let's step into the world of virtual parties for a second because they're kind of all the rage right now. I know everybody, if you have looked at our team calendar that I've been posting and updating as you guys have been booking shows this month, we have got a ton of virtual parties going on this month, which really excites me. But it also really wants me, or I really feel like I need to encourage you guys to go to the expert on our team. I'm sure she's going to love it when I tell you that. But if you feel like you're stuck in the virtual party land, okay, I always tell you guys to use your resources. And Tiffany is your biggest resource on our team for virtual parties. I mean, like I said, someone that can do $3,400 from the power of Facebook, okay, she held 7 virtual parties, which means that her average virtual party was $480. That's pretty good for a virtual party, okay? But better than that is that she got 8 bookings from those 7 virtual parties, okay? And why is that important, guys? Why is it important to get bookings?
Because she'll have business.
We need shows. Exactly right. If we're not booking shows, then we're constantly trying to find bookings. So our job is to teach you how to get bookings from every show, no matter what, okay? And I want you guys to think about that. Every show that you do, we need to think about that show. I need bookings from this show no matter what, okay? So Tiffany, any tips for them that you can share? I know you're going to have to get off here soon and head to work, right? Do you have to leave soon?
Yep.
Okay. Any tips that you can share with these guys on getting bookings? I'm going to grab a drink real quick while you're sharing.
My main thing is after someone places an order on the virtual party, I always make a point to thank them within the party and then let them know that I'm sending them a private message. One, the private message is to earn like another ticket for the grand prize at the end as long as they open it up. I do have people that don't even open them up, not a problem. And thank them again for their order. Tell them they're going to love whatever they bought. Give them a tip on the product. For example, like the popcorn maker, if they purchase that when they go ahead and stick in the microwave, make sure that they put it on the outer edge and not the center so it pops evenly, because most people will automatically, by habit, stick it right in the center. Just little things like that. And then they'll say either yes or no, or thinking about it. Just make sure you put in the back of your mind, if someone says, I'll think about it by the end of the show, that you send them another reminder at the end of the show. You know, just give them what the next 2 months are of the host special, kind of put a bug in their ear, and so they can visually see what you have to offer them. And that's how I get my bookings.
So first, she reaches out, right? Second, she offers what?
$1 million.
She offers them what? What is the word I'm looking for? Personal service, right? She's giving them something of value when she reaches out to them by giving them a tip. So think about it. If you're a customer and you buy the microwave popcorn maker, you get it home, you're making your first batch of popcorn, and it all burns. How do you feel about that product at that moment?
I hate it.
You're not your favorite thing, right? So if you can save that customer that level of frustration ahead of time, when they make that first batch of popcorn, guess what they're going to remember? They're going to remember that you reached out to them and provided personal service to them. And that's what they're going to remember. Okay. It's all about the feelings that we leave people with. It's that feeling, right? It's always the feeling. So awesome job, girlfriend.
All right. I got to go.
Okay. All right. So before I do our drawing for our raffle basket, does anybody else want tickets?
I'm leaving, Becky.
Bye, sweetheart. Have a good night at work.
Yep. See ya. Bye, everyone.
See you, Tiff.
See you, Nick.
Does anybody else need tickets for our drawing? So they're an armful for $10, 1 ticket for $1, or 5 tickets for $5. And you can PayPal me after the meeting's over. Alrighty. So we're gonna shake them up. Hey, Lily, can you come draw a ticket for me? Whoop, whoop, whoop. So if you don't get drawn, you can blame her, okay? Hey! Hey! All right, close your eyes. Pull a ticket. Oh, you got to read. Which one do you want? Okay. Our winner is Miss Nikki Davis. Whoop, whoop. Congrats, Nikki.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Lily.
You're welcome, she says. Okay, so home office updates. Okay, so everybody should know that we have the share, sell, win going on. It started back in February and it runs all the way to the end of June. The entries into the drawing, 1 entry for each qualified recruit. And what does it mean to be a qualified recruit? Who knows?
Say it again.
What does a qualified recruit mean? Oh, stumped everyone. So qualified means selling $1,250, right? So for every new recruit that you have that qualifies, you get 1 entry into the drawing. For every $2,000 in commissionable sales, you get 1 entry into the drawing. And you can win 1 of 3 $500 cash prizes. So all monthly, I can't even talk. All monthly entries are automatically re-entered into the next month. So let's say you were put in the first month, you're then carried over into the second month. They're also going to be giving away 2 Pampered Chef travel getaways to Chicago. So that's kind of a little bit about the criteria. We had 2,855 entries in the month of February. Okay, that's pretty exciting. So we did have 3 different winners that were picked: Janelle Vyrick, Amy Chess, and Bobby Marsh. And the next live drawing will be on April 16th. So did everybody see that we have 2 summer products coming out? Everybody excited about those?
Yes.
I know I am. I think moms are going to fall in love with these 2 new products. They are right on trend, what's in the marketplace or what's coming out on the marketplace. So we have 2 products coming out. We have our snack bar maker and set, and then we also have a breakfast sandwich maker coming out. So these products are going to launch for customers on June 1st. There is going to be training, selling tips, and recipes that will be also coming out to work hand in hand with the products. They're going to also be providing imagery and videos. Those will be available on May 1st for you guys. And guess who gets to earn them this month for free? We do. So when you submit $1,000 in commissionable sales this month, you're going to get those 2 sets for free. Now I'll tell you, you want these products. Why do you want these products? Everybody's so quiet tonight.
Because they're awesome.
They are awesome.
And you'll get bookings.
Absolutely. So think about it this way. It helps us sell. Absolutely. It helps us sell, most definitely. So think about it this way. In the month of May, when so you earn them this month, you'll get them probably at the end of April, beginning of May. You'll have all month long to be able to tease your customers with them, right? Because then they're going to be available in the month of June for them to purchase or to get as a host for free. So something else that I like to always do, just like I'll be doing at the end of this month, because we have what products coming out next month for customers. Oh, we're stumped.
Wait a minute. You say it was.
What products do we have coming out in the month of May for our customers?
The what cancer? Help with cancer?
Yes, we have our Help with Cancer products coming out. So something that I like to do with the Help with Cancer products or any kind of new launch that they have to help me get a boost to the beginning of the next month is, excuse me, at the end of this month, I will start with doing an order, a big bulk order for my local customers. So that then the very first day of May, I can submit a whole show's worth of orders, right? So again, it gets you a leg up into the beginning of the month. It gets your momentum going for the month. And it also helps you to be green by the 15th and earn that first paycheck. So some other things that are getting ready to come out. There's a new seasonal party inspiration. One of our amazing directors, Lucy Launig, she came up with an artichoke zucchini frittata recipe that's really kind of taken Pampered Chef by storm. It's made in our nonstick stainless steel cookware. And why do you guys think that recipe would excite people? What would excite people about seeing a frittata made in a nonstick pan?
It's different.
It's different. Absolutely. Goes in the oven. Absolutely. So when I think about
getting it.
Oh, go ahead, Renee.
I was going to say the ease of getting it out of the pan once it's cooked.
Absolutely.
And cleanup.
So normally, I don't know about you guys, but if you've ever cooked potatoes in a stainless pan without the nonstick, a lot of times because of the starch of the potato, they tend to stick to the pan. So it's kind of a beautiful thing when you can make this nice, beautiful frittata and be able to flip it right out onto a platter to serve for people. But also think about what's coming in season with our gardens. You know, zucchini is going to be a huge thing. Your artichokes are going to be a huge thing. Any fresh vegetables. And so this is just a base recipe, right? Because we know recipes can really be molded to whatever seasonal. So this is going to be one of those really great recipes that you can really mold as the season progresses and the vegetables change. So it's also, you know, it's a great way to do something different. You know, I know after doing 12 to 14 shows a month, I kind of get sick of making the same old every month. And so it's kind of nice to take and change it up and do a recipe different, you know. Plus, I think how many of you guys like to eat breakfast for dinner? Anybody like to do breakfast for dinner?
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, we love
Sure.
to do breakfast for dinner. And so we're always looking for new recipes to do that with. Why do you guys like to cook breakfast for dinner?
It's easy.
Woo! That was unison right there. I love it. So think about it. If that excites you, you know, to do breakfast, and it's easy, think about it for your customer's perspective. Having a new recipe that they can play around with and seeing it in a brand new piece of cookware that's going to blow their minds. So Beth, let me ask you a question. Beth was at my show, like I said, Saturday night, and we used the nonstick pan. What did you think about that?
I thought it was pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome, right?
Yeah.
Being able to see things, you know, create sauces and create pan sauces and do things you typically can't do with a regular pan. It makes it worth it. Most definitely. Okay, so something else that's getting ready to come out on May 1st, there's going to be another party pack coming out for summer. So having the best summer ever. That's what it's going to be called. Let me see what's in our chat real quick. I'm breaking up. Can everybody hear me, or am I only breaking up for Laura?
You're breaking up a little bit for me too.
Huh.
Yeah, every now and then you break up a tad.
That is so weird. Okay. Well, I will try my best. Let me yell at my kids to make sure nobody's on the internet.
Awesome sauce.
It's funny. They all say that they're not on the internet, but I bet it probably gets better. How it normally goes anyway. So is my connection better now?
A little bit.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, that's how it goes. Okay, so best summer ever party pack coming out on May 1st. It will be in the marketing imagery for you guys. This one is going to be focused on selling spring and summer products. It's designed to help your guests have fun while making meals and memories. So recipes will help you prepare healthy, fresh meals that are great for summer. There's going to be everything from entrees to snacks to fun treats in there. So I would expect to see a lot of like the new quick sickle maker. There's a lot of really great recipes that are coming out from that. So it gives you a new theme to work around if you're in the virtual party world. It's really nice because, you know, it gets kind of boring and old when you're always using the same outline over and over again. And so this gives us a fresh chance to update the outline with new materials, new products, new recipes. It helps you reach out to past hosts and guests to book May and summer shows because, again, it's a new opportunity. It's something new and fresh. But it's also going to highlight the versatility of our new spring and summer products. So how many of you are excited that we can now sell outlet items in our parties? Anybody excited about that?
Yeah, that's cool.
I know I was really excited about that when they made the announcement. To help support you, they have put on information on Consultants Corner for you. Kind of best practices are there so that you guys know how to utilize the outlet sales without deepening up the brand, if that makes any sense to you guys. So what they don't want us to do is focus on selling nothing but clearance products, okay? Because then think about it, you're reducing the effectiveness of our current product line. So it's kind of more they want us to sell them as an afterthought, or, you know, if you're doing a cooking show, when you sit down with somebody to check them out, then offer those products because they've already made their mind up as far as what they want to purchase. So kind of just like bonus add-on sales, basically. The tip from them is that because these items change fast, as far as the inventory goes, make sure that if somebody wants to purchase them, that you get them in the shopping cart ASAP, okay? Because we know once it's in the shopping cart, it's held for them. But if it's not in the shopping cart, then it's kind of their SOL almost. All right, April is Foot Enhancement Month, which just means that consultants have the chance to get 40% off of products, retail value up to $600. The requirements for that were you needed to be active January through March or February through April, okay? So if you have met the criteria when you log into Consultants Corner, there's going to be a little pop-up at the top, and it'll tell you if you qualified for that 40% off discount. And if you have, then it'll take you right to a shopping cart if you click it from there, okay? So this is a really great time. Let's say you need that piece of cookware, or you want to replace a product. This is the time to do it. So we started talking about National Conference earlier, so I'm just going to touch on this real quick since we already talked about it a lot. So what 3 things are just the things that you need to know? You'll hear best practices from consultants who have found success. You get a sneak peek of all of our new fall and winter products that will be coming out and other exciting updates coming from home office. And this one always blows my mind. Does anybody keep hearing that rattling noise? Or is it just
Yes.
Okay. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what that is. Anyway, consultants who attend National Conference typically see an average 15% increase in sales in the following month of conference. Okay? That's a pretty alarming statistic.
Plus you bring home some of the products free.
Yeah, oh yeah, we get tons. We get spoiled when we go to conference. I mean, I have to take 2 suitcases because I end up normally having 1 full suitcase of nothing but stuff to bring back. So definitely worth the investment. So the rest of it I already went over. Conference is from the 2nd through the 4th of August. We will leave on the 1st and come back on the 5th. But of course, you're more than welcome to kind of adjust your itinerary however you need to. Registration is $225. If you're an older consultant like me. For anybody that's new, it's $99 if you signed up, like I said, after July 1st, 2017. Housing open today also. I have already reserved 1 room. I have not reserved any other rooms. If you do plan on going to National Conference, please let me know as soon as possible so that we can make sure that we get another room held for you guys, okay? There will be an agenda and more details coming on the National Conference webpage that will be on Consultants Corner. If you go to the training tab, it'll be right there on the last tab. All right, so any questions so far on anything I've talked about? Because it's time to really dig deep and start training. No? All right. All right, so April focus, we're going to be boosting bookings and sales. So in April, we're going to focus on 3 things, okay? 3 things to book parties right now. One is going to be, and we already kind of talked a little bit about it, but doing a brunch party theme because it's something different, right? We always want to have something new, something fresh, and something different. Number 2 is our amazing host special this month. My friends, if you're not sharing this special with people, you're robbing them of 60% off of anything in the catalog that they want to choose from, okay? This is, in my opinion, the best host special of the year. I know people would say double rewards month is, but let's face it, if your party typically doesn't get to $650, then it's really not benefiting them anymore, okay? So in my opinion, the option for them to choose 60% off of whatever they want is always the best. We also, on May 5th, have Cinco de Mayo coming up. So April's a fun month to do Cinco de Mayo parties. So like I mentioned earlier, you can offer, a frittata making workshop where you can teach people how to use that frittata, how to change it up into other, recipes, essentially, and really let it be a tool putting breakfast or dinner or brinner or whatever you want to call it on the table really quickly for their families. Don't know where to start? Schedule your own party, right? We can always host our own party. And I think the best thing to do when you're not sure about a recipe is to try it out in your own home first. Invite a couple friends over to have, food with you. Share it with them. Take some pictures. Have them post a testimony on their own Facebook pages and tag you in it. And that creates excitement around you, okay? And that's free advertising, right? Do we like free advertising? Everybody loves free advertising. That's always good. So I say host your own. And then guess what? If you're hosting your own show, this month you can get 60% off of whatever you want as the consultant. So if you wanted that stainless steel pan, you can get it for 60% off if you don't have it. So there is seasonal party inspiration also posted in the marketing imagery catalog on Consultants Corner. Use the host special and the host rewards. Who do you know that loves a good sale or could use a kitchen makeover? Everyone knows at least 5 people that love Pampered Chef, right? Some of us probably know 500 people that love Pampered Chef. So invite others to the best sale of the year. For April, offer them anything that they want at 60% off, plus free products and half price items. Of course, we have our flyers that are available for you guys. There's also images that have been created, which I love, if you look around on the virtual party groups that are on Facebook. Because I'm a big believer that when I'm going to market a special like 60% off, I'm not going to market it at 60% off. Okay, does anybody remember how I've taught you guys before how to market that product? We don't go with 60% off, right? What do we do? Okay. So instead of saying $100 item is 60% off, we say you can get this $100 item for $40, right? Because most people can't think that quickly on their toes to figure out what 60% off of something is. The $40 automatically registers in their mind and to their bank accounts. Does that make sense? So they're more likely, if it's something on their wish list that they want, especially a big ticket item, let's say the rock crock, $150, 60% off, they're trying to do the math. But if you already have that number eliminated down to them, talk to them in numbers. We all like to hear numbers and not percentages. So if you know somebody that has one of those big ticket, items, this is the time to message them and say, hey, Ray, I know you've been after the, double burner grill pan. Guess what? Here's a bonus for you. Number one, it's on sale because it's going away the end of the season, but I can also give it to you for 60% off, which would be blah, 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 whatever that price is. Guess what happens in their head? Little alarm bells go off because now they're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm getting it on sale and then I'm getting it on sale, right? It's like a double whammy in their minds. But then they hear at the end the actual price of it and they're sold. They know they need to book a party for it. Anybody like Cinco de Mayo? I just like the margaritas. What do you guys think? Where are my margarita people at?
Here.
I knew there would be at least one of you brave enough to say something.
Cinco de Mayo is also my husband's birthday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hi.
So is it really Cinco de Mayo that sounds fun, or is it the experience that of a Pampered Chef party that's something different, right? So instead of us offering just another cooking show or just another cooking class, we're offering a fun party, a fun theme to the party. People typically are quicker to book a theme show versus just booking a standard traditional cooking party, because the first thing that pops in their mind, ooh, this is going to be a fun treat for my friends, right? So they think about, when they hear fajitas and margaritas, they think, oh, wait a minute, we're going to have fun drinking fajitas. Yeah, I don't think that would work. Drinking margaritas and having fajitas. They hear the fun of it. When we say party, most of the time their first reaction is they think about work, the work that they have to do for a party. So talk to people about themes versus just booking a party. We want to sell the experience of the show, not just the show. So there is a virtual everyday fiesta party pack. So in the month of April, what better virtual party to do than a Cinco de Mayo party? And especially if you already have the materials that are available for you guys to write your outlines with, you know, it's there. All the work, the hard work is done for you, okay? If you're doing a cooking show, the recipe I would go to is the rush hour chicken fajitas. And then I have an amazing margarita recipe if anybody ever needs it. So here's another thought when we're talking about how we can boost our bookings: gifts and gift giving, okay? They boost your sales too. And so how can we boost our sales with upcoming holidays? Think about it. What's coming up? Mother's Day, right? So it's time to start reaching out to all those husbands, all the men that we know, or putting a bug in the mom's ears so that they can then put a bug in the husband's ears that they need this Pampered Chef product. Did you know that average American spend $170 on a Mother's Day gift? Okay. So think about it. If they were to even spend half of that with you, that could be a big difference, right? In your sales for that month. If you had 1 or 2 orders of $85, $85 orders is going to mean you're active for the month. So moms deserve a little pampering and great gifts. Offer moms a Mother's Day brunch, party to celebrate with friends, taste or see a great recipe like the frittata, and check out amazing products. Want to boost your sales? Like I said, set dads and kids up with the products to make mom a breakfast in bed. How fun would that be? So you could offer them the pancake shaker bottle, the easy pancake molds, and the cold brew pitcher as a great gift set for under $100. So the 3 of those would be under $100, and that definitely would be a great mom gift. I know I would appreciate it. So what else will we have going on? We'll have graduates, right? We have a lot of people that are getting ready to graduate college. We'll also have a lot of people going back to college in the fall. So high school and college graduates are off to the next milestone in their lives and journeys, and they will have their first kitchens, which kind of scares me, just saying. So you want to invite parents, aunts, uncles, and grandparents to stock up on college-bound or first apartments with the right tools and watch your sales soar. So I know, my daughter is getting ready to move out in June. Most likely, my oldest son is also getting ready to move out in June. Not sure about that one yet. But I know, because I'm a Pampered Chef consultant, that their kitchen is going to be 100% fully stocked, ready to go. So, there's a lot of really practical items that we can sell people for their college graduates or their high school graduates. Think about it. The micro cooker. The micro cooker is probably my #1 choice for anybody that's just learning how to cook in that kind of age group. The microwave egg cooker, the microwave popcorn maker. I would even go as far as the ceramic egg cooker that we have. What else? What other items would you guys say would be great college, kind of high school graduate, college graduate gift ideas?
The toaster oven thing. Do we still have that even? The toaster oven stone?
We do. Yep. Toaster oven stone. That would be a great one. Absolutely. What else?
The microwave grips.
The colored knives. The coated knives.
Coated knives. Yep. And pair those up with the cutting board. They're cutting mats, right? Because they're inexpensive. $17 for a set of 3 mats. You can't go wrong with that. Absolutely. Good choice. Any other thoughts? Any other products?
Microwave popcorn maker.
Yep, the popcorn maker.
The smaller rock crop.
The smaller rock crock. Absolutely. Yep. And if not the rock crock, if the rock crock is out of the price point, how about the round covered baker as another option? My dog is going crazy. I don't know what's wrong with her. Oh, yeah. So I would just tell you to take 5 minutes because this is all part of planning our business. I like to think that in this kind of business, we're always looking 30, 60, and 90 days out of what holidays are to come. And I typically like to sit down, figure out what those holidays are. And then for each of those holidays, make a list of items that you can coordinate with the holiday and really focus your social media posts around that. Okay, so when you're marketing in your VIP groups on Facebook, that's how you market that VIP group. Okay, is by the season and with the products and then with the recipes. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, so and the reason you do that is because if you're posting the recipes, you're giving them, again, it's going back to that being a personal consultant for them. So you're providing extra content for them. So they know they're going to be able to come to you with, to get recipe suggestions. You're giving them an idea of a product that's going to help solve a problem that they're trying to solve. And then you're also giving them the way to take care of placing that order. Okay, so there are going to be more training resources and tools that are going to be available here in the next 30 days or so. Of course, we have our party experience training. If you have not taken that or the virtual party experience training, I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, you are missing out, because the training that Pampered Chef just put together for all of us is absolutely amazing. If you want to know how Tiffany Staver sells $3,300 a month on Facebook, I guarantee you, when you take the training on Consultants Corner, you're going to find out how Tiffany Staver sells $3,300 on Facebook. There's also more new product training that is getting ready to come out too, especially on cookware. There's been a lot of questions around the cookware and best practices, how you can sell them, how you can sell them full price, how you can use those tools to book parties. So they're getting ready to come out with a new package on product training. And then there's also a new bookings course that will be coming out in Pampered Chef University. So resources, as I mentioned a couple minutes, make sure to check out the brunch parties under the new seasonal party inspirations. You've got the virtual party pack for fiestas that you can use. There's an updated gift section on pamperedchef.com if you don't already know about that. And then there's also on Pampered Chef's Facebook page, they are currently doing 30 days of gift giving, okay? So here's a quick tip for you guys. You go on to Pampered Chef's Facebook page where they're doing the 30 days of gift giving. You find the post for the day and you share it to your virtual party group. Guess what? Pampered Chef's just done all of the work, right? They've done all of the marketing. They've done all of the pictures and given you all the words, and all you have to do is click share and into your group, and it's done. So Host Rewards program is 60% off anything promotion. That is the biggest tool that we have right now for this month to book it solid, okay? And then, of course, we know that our guest special this month is the Measure All Cup for free. So this is everything we just talked about as far as specials. So we have our $1,000. When you sell $1,000 this month, you get the summer products for free that come out in June. As a new consultant this month, when you start growing that team and you add your first new consultant onto your team when they qualify, that person is going to get the cookware tool and utensil holder set, which is $148 value for free, okay? So think about that. And we're going to talk more about recruiting and growing here in a second. But think about it. If you're giving them the gift of $148 tool set when they qualify in 30 days, you're also giving them the gift of $100 in Pampered Chef dollars that they can also use for anything that they want. So really, it's like getting $250 in free stuff when they qualify in 30 days this month. So as I mentioned, for hosts, they get 60% off of anything this month. And then there's our guest special over here with the free Measure All Cup. So let's talk virtual parties for a second. If you've already taken the virtual experience training, then you know that basically Pampered Chef has it narrowed down into 5 promises that they want us to kind of make to ourselves as we're creating outlines, as we're doing virtual parties. So we're going to take a look and focus in on 2 of them tonight. I just said all that. All right, so promise number 3 was I promised to post with a purpose. Okay, so I want you guys to think about it this way. I could probably go onto the website, grab a bunch of pictures, and just throw them onto a virtual party and call it a virtual party, right? Do you think that would be fun, or do you think that would be an experience for the people that are attending it? Probably not, right? You'd probably get a little bit bored and not really know why you're there.
It wouldn't be personal.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be personal. And that's really what people are after, especially this generation that Pampered Chef is gearing towards right now. We're really geared and focused in on our next generation of Pampered Chef customers, okay? When you think about it, Pampered Chef's been around for 38 years now. And so our original base of customers, you know, they're kind of in the older lifespan, meaning that, you know, they're not cooking much anymore. They do some gift giving, but they really have all the Pampered Chef stuff that they need. Does that make sense to anyone? Not saying that they're old, but, you know, they've done their parties. Like, they've spent their money on Pampered Chef. And so we have this new emerging generation that's coming out, and that's the generation that Pampered Chef is really trying to sell to, okay? But that generation has really, really high expectations of what they want. And I'll tell you why. It's because there's so many companies in the direct sale world for them to choose where to spend their money at. And so Pampered Chef is really focused on us offering an experience to the people that are at our parties, okay? Whether it's in a cooking show setting or at a virtual setting, that's what we have to focus in on, is the actual experience of the party. So when we're coming up with a theme for a virtual party, okay, and I say theme because that's what resonates experience, okay? So it's not just a party, it's a theme, it's an experience. We want to tell the guests what that experience is supposed to look like. So we almost want to paint a picture in their head of what they're getting ready to experience. So, you know, the recent outline that me and Tiffany had done for the team, how many of you guys have used that? Okay. And so you'll see that that was based with all of Pampered Chef's new marketing imagery, all of Pampered Chef suggestions. And what I've done is all of my virtual parties that I had in the month of March, I sent a survey out to all of my hosts that that attended parties with me, that I used this new outline with, and asked them their thoughts and their perspective, and wanted to gain kind of their knowledge of how they felt. You know, did they feel like that they were at a show, or did they feel like they actually had an experience, you know? And so all of them really resonated with the fact that they felt like it was a cooking show without it being a cooking show, if that makes sense. That's what I heard a lot. It was like a cooking show, but you weren't there cooking, because we created every day a theme for the day, right? They got the recipe. So they got all of the tools that they needed as a consumer to make an informed decision about what they wanted to purchase. The marketing imagery just kind of took it to the next level. They thought some of them had already done virtual parties with me in the past. And so they really liked that all of the imagery looked cohesive, that it all looked like it flowed together. Where virtual parties in the past looked real choppy, because, you know, you would have some professional photography and then you would have some like Becky photography. So it didn't look like it all went together. Okay. And so now it looks like it all flows together. And that's what we want. We want a focused story the entire time throughout the party. So let's talk about how often we should post. I know this is always a subject of conversation. People are always concerned, I'm not posting enough, I'm posting too much. And by all of the research Pampered Chef has actually put into all of this stuff that they've been doing with virtual parties, they found that people do not want to see more than 5 to 7 posts a day, okay? So that is really when we built that template for that virtual party, you know, that we did in March. We had that in mind, okay? They don't want the party to last from start to finish any longer than 7 days. So they have it in their mind what they want it to look like. Our job as a consultant is to answer that call, okay? So one of the biggest frustrations with customers at virtual parties is that we tend to let it run like 2 or 3 weeks, you know? So how many of you guys have ever, I don't know, attended a virtual party or or bought something from a book party from another company? Okay. And how many of you guys have ever been that customer that was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for your stuff to come? Okay, most of us have, right? And so that's exactly where our customer base is at, especially that new generation of emerging customers. When they shop, they want it now. It's like my 8-year-old. When she wants something, she wants it now. She's not waiting, right? Or you get the temper tantrum. And that's exactly where they're at. So Pampered Chef recommends if you are going to write your own template, that you do 1 day of pre-posts, do 5 days of party posts, and then do 1 day of closing posts, and then closure party, okay? Now that doesn't mean extend it and extend it and extend it and extend it until it qualifies. That means we close it at 7 days, okay? I know for some of you guys that's gonna make you feel uncomfortable, thinking, oh my gosh, if my party hasn't qualified, I have to close this party out. So that's where that key piece of host coaching comes in with our virtual party hosts. So what's my philosophy with virtual parties and regular parties as far as host coaching? Host coaching is where you what?
Get your paycheck.
That's right. We make all of our money with host coaching, and we pick up our paycheck at the show. Okay? So all of that hard work and planning that we've done up to the point where we start that party, you're now being rewarded when the party starts, okay, and the sales start coming in because of all that pre-work that we've done earlier on. So the initial thing that you have to do, especially with a virtual party, is to get your host engaged with the party. If you have no host, you have no party. So I want you guys to think about it this way. How many of you guys have done a cooking show? Raise your hand if you have. Okay, or how many of you guys have attended a cooking show? Could you imagine walking into the cooking show and the host wasn't there? Okay, as the guest of that party, how would you feel if the host didn't make her appearance?
Skeptical.
Skeptical. You'd probably be like, why is this chick trying to sell me something when my friend's not even here, right? So immediately there's red flags and alarm bells going off in the customers' heads. So that is why it is absolutely crucial that you have your host involved and engaged. And I would go as far to tell you guys that I would explain it to your host that way, okay? I will tell you, this is the key to Tiffany Staver's success, guys. She can say all she wants to. Her success is her host coaching. Every host that she has a party for, she talks on the phone to that host before their party starts. She sets the expectations for them. Doesn't mean that every party's going to be a success. She has her fair share of flops, just like everybody else does. But she sets the level of expectation for her host. So many people in the world think about us as consultants that, oh, this is just something fun she does, right? This isn't her job. This really isn't how she pays her bills. This is just a hobby for her, okay? That's why it's really important to have that call or have that connection prior to the party starting so that you can explain, number one, what I just said about, them showing up to the party and exactly how I said it. The fact that if they were at a cooking show and the host didn't show up, how would those friends feel? And number two, you get a chance to explain to them that this is your job and this is how you provide for your family, okay? So it just gives them an understanding that you take it seriously. So they take you seriously.
Becky, can I add
Absolutely.
something?
Go for it.
Something I can say, I asked Tiffany to observe a couple of my virtual parties, and I can say she gave me pointers in the last month, all my parties was $500 or more, my virtual party. So one thing too that I started doing is going live in my parties and treat them just like a cooking show. I've never booked parties from virtual parties, but I could say I booked 4 last month. So
Awesome.
even if it's just stepping out your comfort zone, I can share like now. I have a virtual party going on. It's been quiet. I called the host today and I'm like, listen, you know, we in day 5. It's been a lot of participation, but only 2 people placed the order. So when I called her and I just, you know, told her what was going on, have her call the people. Now, she called people. I talked till 8 o'clock this morning. Her party from 8, sorry, Ma. Come on. He's playing with his toys, so I'm sorry. So from me calling her, because originally when I called to our host coach, I got her wish list. She has a very large wish list, which I'm in her ear about recruiting her. But just saying, getting her to be active in the party. So just today alone, she got over $200 in orders. And that was from her posting on the page, her reaching out. So it is key to have the host active in the party. But then also what I do is I do a welcome. I go live and welcome them. And I explain to them the host rewards. I explain to them about the monthly, because once you put that out there, you don't have people like questioning you or inboxing you like, well, what's the special, because you putting it out there. And then a lot of them, you make it fun. So since I've been making it fun, like I said, I've seen a big change in my virtual parties.
It's an experience. You know, it's the feeling that you give people. Okay. No matter whether it's a cooking show or a Facebook party, it is the feeling that people leave that party about you, or, you know what I mean? The feeling that they feel from you. That's what people remember. That's why people book shows. That's why people place orders. Okay. That's what drives and motivates people. It's not about the recipe. It's not about all the fluff. Okay. It's about that feeling and how we make people feel. All right, so let's take a look at our next promise. So we've already kind of touched base on some of this stuff. I promise to solve problems. I promise to get to know my hosts and guests. Again, guys, every business that you could possibly be in, ever, not just Pampered Chef, is all about relationships, okay? It's about connecting with people. It's not seeing people as a dollar sign. It's seeing people as people. Right? People first, not dollar signs first. Provide recipes and cooking tips as solutions for customers' busy lives. Be an on-demand problem solver. Offer customer service other online retailers can't. Have you guys ever thought about that? You know, people can go and they can shop on Amazon. They can shop on all of these websites. The difference between them and us is they get a personal consultant to help them. That's why that connection is so important to keep between a customer and a consultant, okay? We have a leg up on other retailers. Other retailers can't say that, and they don't have that. Solve kitchen problems to help guests break barriers. All right, let's talk about growing a team and why we should all grow a team, okay? I know this scares the bejeebers out of all of you, okay? I don't want anybody to be afraid about growing a team. I don't care if you're just signed up a day ago or you've been a consultant for 25 years, okay? And we're gonna talk about this. I want to help walk you guys through why it's so important that we offer this opportunity to people. So yeah, there's a lot in it for you, right? So let's talk about some of the things that are in it for you when you start growing a team. So for every personal recruit, you get 30 Pampered Chef dollars, okay? So yay, we can use those Pampered Chef dollars toward our supplies or save them up for conference or, you know, whatever you want to use them for. You get overrides with your very first recruit, okay? Your percentage grows as your team grows. So the higher that you go in the company, obviously, the more an override you're going to earn, which means the bigger paycheck you're going to have. You get 3,000 points towards the annual incentive trip for each qualified recruit, which is good because if you're an amazing recruiter, you can earn a trip every year just based on recruiting. Let's say you're an amazing seller and, you know, recruit every once in a while. Great. You can earn a trip off of your amazing sales and your occasional recruiting. You can earn a trip off of all, you know, amazing sales. But I'll tell you, it's easier to have a balance between recruiting and sales both. It makes it a lot easier. You have a chance to win $500 in the share, sell, win sweepstakes that are going on that end June 30th. You develop your leadership skills, okay? Every person is born with the ability to be a leader, but it has to be tapped into, okay? Personal satisfaction from helping people earn an income. I will tell you, with being in this business for almost 7 years, with being a director for Pampered Chef for over 5 years, that is my absolute favorite perk of my job, is to see people be able to provide for their families. It warms my heart like no other feeling can with this business. You get free and discounted products, okay? And you get to create a supportive community of friends. You guys have probably noticed, you know, I have my team, you guys are like a piece of my family. Like, I love each one of you guys. You know, every one of you guys have a little section in my heart in here. There's like this big like WOLFPACK part of my heart over here. You know, that's where you guys all fit in over here. Because I do, I look at you guys not just as my team, but also as my friends. I would say friends first. So that's what's in it for you. So, but there's more in it for them. Okay, so I want everyone to close your eyes. You can take a nap for 20 seconds, okay? But then you got to wake back up. So I want you to close your eyes, and now I want you to imagine that someone just offered you the opportunity to fulfill your biggest dream. Okay? Or imagine that somebody just handed you all the cash that you needed to pay off all of the debt that you have. That'd be pretty amazing. Or imagine that somebody just paid for a vacation for you at no expense to you after not having a vacation for over 10 years. My goodness, we all deserve a vacation. Or how about this one? You have no money in your bank account right now. You have no idea where the groceries for your family will come from. And somebody just hands you $200. All right, open your eyes. Now I want you guys to ask yourself this. How would you feel if that person that got to give that gift to somebody was you? Imagine you're the person that just handed somebody that doesn't know where groceries are going to come from that $200. Imagine if that were you and you had the ability to do that for someone. Imagine if you were the one that gave somebody the vacation after not having a vacation for 10 years. Imagine that you were the one that just helped somebody pay off all of their debt. And they no longer had that weight on their shoulders. How would that make you feel? Anybody want to share how that would make them feel?
I'll say for me, even just earning extra money. I work part-time driving school bus, and I'll be honest, last month was very stressful promoting to director because it was me more so afraid, oh my goodness, we're not gonna make our numbers. So I was so focused on that, I forgot to submit my paycheck to work. So when it came, payday came, I didn't have a paycheck, and I'm like, oh my goodness, you know, like, but my Pamper Chef came through. So even just making that money took a lot of the stress, because I was just thinking, like, what if I didn't have Pamper Chef? What if I didn't have that money? I didn't have a paycheck. That meant I would have no money for 2 weeks.
Right.
So just knowing that, it really like made me feel better, because not only, I mean, that money, but just think the parties I did, the people that I touched. So it really made me like, okay, even to the point I was like, I need to step my game up, because when I looked at that, I'm like, okay, I could double this money.
Right.
So it made me set higher goals for myself for this month and the next 3 months.
Because you were in those shoes. You knew how it felt.
Right.
So Laura, how would you feel if you were the one that gave that feeling to someone?
I would be excited to share it. I really want to recruit somebody. But I told you about that one lady. She's kind of on the fence, and I'm not really sure how to approach her about it any more than what I already have.
And that's where I come in, right?
Yeah.
You know, I want you guys to know that on every level of this business, you are in this business for yourself, but you are not by yourself, okay? You guys are never, ever, ever by yourself. You know, I chose to have this team. I chose to continue growing this team. I choose to use my time to help you guys develop into the business owners that you are or want to be. I want to see each and every one of you guys have the success that you want for your business, right? Because your desires and my desires are normally different, but my goal is to help you reach your goals, no matter how big, no matter how small, right? Life happens to each and every one of us. We all go through things, you know, so if being active this month is your goal and you're happy with that, I will be right there at the finish line waiting for you, cheering you on as you go active. You know, if you're wanting to do $5,000 in sales, I will be right there cheering you on just like I would the active person. That doesn't change. You are never by yourself. When you feel like you're stuck, that's when you need to reach out to me. Okay? That's what I'm here for, right, Stacy?
That's right.
That's exactly what I'm here for. You know, I'm not going to brag because you guys know I'm not a bragger, but I'll tell you that I didn't get to where I'm at with Pampered Chef by just not learning along the way. I've learned all the hard lessons. Trust me, I've learned them. I don't want you guys to learn them if you don't have to. I would rather see everybody race to a finish line. That would be awesome and amazing. But I'm also a realist, and I know that's not going to happen. So when you're running down that track, you have somebody running right beside you. Okay, you're never by yourself, ever. So there are new recruiting resources that are also getting ready to be available to you. I don't know. Actually, they're already available. I forgot they just came out. So if you go on to the no, it's not My Shows. It's the tab before. Hold on. I think it says on here. Full site, selling and recruiting tab, and then down to recruiting experience. There's new resources that are available for you guys. So if you are looking to start growing a team, I recommend you start here, okay? You guys know I am really big on training the brain, okay? The more you learn, the more you earn with everything you do. So they've updated it. So there's all new experience training in there for recruiting. There's also something new that Pampered Chef has just started doing. It's called Meet Pampered Chef. So also the next webinar for that is going to be on April 24th. And basically what this is it's a chance to take the pressure off of you so you don't have to have all the magical questions or magical answers for everybody's questions, right? So you can invite those potentials to this webinar, and you can let Pampered Chef provide all of the words and answers for you. Okay? I like that. I like that Pampered Chef is willing to step out of the box for us and do this for us, but that we're still the ones that are, you know, then bringing on a potential team member for it. So they're going to continue to do this because we've now done 2 of the webinars and they had huge success with them. So like I said, be looking for more information on that. As soon as I have the webinar link, I will post that on our Facebook page. And then you can take that webinar link, you can share it with somebody. All they do is register for the webinar, they attend the webinar, they get their questions answered, and hopefully you get a new teammate. So looking ahead to May, and we're almost done. So we're ready to have the best summer ever, okay? Pampered Chef is gearing up. We've got the new products coming out. In the month of May, we have our new Help with Cancer products coming out also, okay? So we will have the Help with Cancer whipped cream maker in pink again this year. We have our prep bowl set. Of course, it's got white lids, which is fine because the colors are normally pink and white. We've got the little skinny scraper, and then we also have the pink and white Twix-It clips. So that'll be all of our products that they've devoted to help with cancer. So for every one of those products that you sell, $1 is going to be contributed to the American Cancer Society. And get this, guys, to date, we have raised $12.1 million for the American Cancer Society just from our promotions with our Help with Cancer items, okay? Just with our items that we come out with in May and in October. $12.1 million. That says a lot about our company, right? That they're willing to donate that much money from products to help such an important cause that basically, let's face it, we're all affected by, right? So this gives you another chance, another opportunity. Let's say April is awesome and you're booked and you're ready to go. So host a fundraiser show in the month of May. You know, open your home up. There's tons of pink recipes that we can come up with, lots of fun that you can have at the fundraiser. I can post more information or send some, you know, anybody information if they want more on some different, you know, themes that you can kind of do for those parties. But it's a great opportunity to open your home up. A lot of times when you mention fundraiser, people are more likely to purchase or to attend it because they know they're giving back to something. So in the month of May, we have 60% off of cookware for our hosts. And then we also have the mini serving spatulas, either the nylon or the metal one, for free when they spend $75. So it's time to affirm and commit. Everybody have a piece of paper? So I want you guys to say this with me. Are you guys ready? I have the skills. I have the skills. I have the support. I have the support.
And support.
I have the support.
To achieve my goals.
To achieve my
goals.
Okay. So I want you guys to figure out how many shows that you will commit to book in the month of April, what you want your sales to look like in the month of April, and how many people you would love to invite into this Pampered Chef opportunity in the month of April. While you're doing that, I'm going to leave you with this quote. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. And that's by Audrey Hepburn. So nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible.
Can you go back to the slide? The affirmation.
Yep. Whoop. There you go.
Thank you.
So how many parties you're going to book? How much in sales you'll submit? And then how many people you would love to share the opportunity with? Does anybody want to share? All right. All right, so who has questions for me? Anybody have any questions?
It's not about what we talked about tonight, but I want to try to do a help with cancer fundraiser for a dealership locally. But I need not a cover sheet, but like verbiage.
Okay.
Where do I find that at?
So there should be in that document that I posted right after we did that fundraiser training 2 weeks ago, the Evernote link that I posted, there should be some words in there for you to use.
Okay.
If you can't find it, let me know and I'll tag you in it, Laura.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have questions? Beth, did you have any questions at all?
No, I don't think so. Not right now.
Awesome. Well, I'm super excited that you were able to join us tonight. Hopefully you got, some maybe hesitant, some things that are holding you back a little bit answered. I will tell you that our team is super loving, as you can already tell. We have a pretty amazing team and, we're just all on the path of growing together. So I think that that's kind of what's important about our team is that, none of us down each other or fault each other when, maybe we have a bad month and we're not active. Maybe we go 6 months and we're getting ready to lose, our Pampered Chef career and, we get active again. It's all about, really cheering each other on. So super excited about that. Miss Trudy, do you have anything, my dear?
I don't. This was informative though. Thank you.
You're welcome. Lakin, anything from you, sweetie?
Not now, but I have a vendor show on Saturday that I'd like to touch base with you and talk about.
Okay. I should be free almost all of the day tomorrow if you want to give me a call. Okay, we can talk. Okay. Stacy, you got anything?
No, I think you answered all my questions the other day for now, but I may be in touch with you soon.
Sounds good. Renee, how about you?
No, right now I'm doing good.
Okay. All right. Did I miss anyone? Nikki, I know me and you've already talked. You probably don't have any questions, do you?
No.
Okay. All right. I didn't miss anyone, right? There's nobody hiding behind different screens. I don't want to forget anyone. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate you guys taking time out this evening to join me. Remember to mark your calendars. Our team meeting is always the second Monday of the month. And like I said in the beginning, we will be doing Zoom, until we can kind of figure things out. So mark your calendars and just make plans to block off that 6 to 8 time frame for your team meeting. And if you guys have any questions between now and, I don't know, tomorrow, or whenever I talk to you next, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer them.
Thanks, Becky.
Thank you, guys.